Zimbabwe's support to co-hosting sectoral ministerial meetings helped to ensure continuity in the work of our community. We likewise acknowledge Zambia, the members of the Troika, and the SADC Secretariat and all member states for the cooperation and collective leadership they have demonstrated. The story of SADC is a story of the triumph of solidarity over division and adversity. Before we became a development community, we were a community of solidarity. The peoples of this region stood together against colonialism, against minority rule, and against apartheid. The countries of Southern Africa endured aggression, destabilization, and immense economic hardship because they understood that no country in this region could be truly free while another remained oppressed. Together, the people of our region overcame colonial rule and apartheid. Together, we transformed Southern Africa from a region marked by conflict and oppression into a community founded on peace, on democracy, cooperation, and a common future. Today, our task is to give economic and social meaning to that political liberation. We are a community of 16 nations and more than 430 million people, with a GDP that is edging towards $1 trillion shortly. We possess abundant mineral resources, as our executive secretary said, vast agricultural potential, a youthful population, a growing industrial and technological capability. We have made important progress in the previous years. The SADC Free Trade Area has created a platform for greater regional commerce. The SADC Real-Time Gross Settlement System facilitates cross-border payments and draws our economies much closer together. Through the Southern African Power Pool, member states share electricity infrastructure and resources across national borders. Through regional cooperation, we are strengthening our collective capacity to prevent conflict, to address instability, to support democratic governance, and to respond to political and security challenges. Through the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the World Health Organization, we are strengthening disease surveillance, pandemic preparedness, and health security across our region. The importance of this cooperation is demonstrated by the devastating Ebola outbreak caused by the Ebola virus in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. At the latest count, nearly 5,000 confirmed cases have been recorded and more than 2,300 lives have been lost. Behind every number is a human life, is a family. Behind every statistics is a family and a household that continues to experience sadness and grief. Behind every number is an anxious community and a health worker placing their own life at risk to save others. And on behalf of our government and the people of Southern Africa, we express our deepest condolences to the government and to the people of the Democratic Republic of the Congo as they go through this devastating pandemic. We commend the courage of Congolese health workers. We appreciate the leadership of the government of the DRC, the Africa SADC, especially Dr. Kaseya, who is here, who is the Director General of this Africa SADC and the World Health Organization, working with regional and international partners to coordinate the response. But the outbreak continues to outpace our efforts. We must do much more, and we commend the government of the DRC of doing what they are doing, monitoring the development of this virus. We must act with urgency, all of us, and we call for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire in the affected that are presented by the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. In the end, SADC must become a powerful platform from which our businesses can access a continental market of more than 1.4 billion people that reside on our continent. But this will require us to remove non-tariff barriers, improve border management, harmonize standards, and make it easier for goods, services, capital, and skills to move across our region. Our decisions must also be implemented. They must be properly costed, they must be funded, assigned, and monitored. Our communiques must become construction sites, factories, power lines, water systems, laboratories, businesses, and create jobs for our young people. Regional integration must be seen and felt in the daily lives of our people. Now, in the end, none of this will be possible without peace, security, and stability. Peace without development is fragile. Development without peace is impossible. We must continue to invest in preventative diplomacy, mediation, and political dialogues to solve political challenges and problems. We must strengthen the work of the SADC panel of elders, the organ troika, and our regional institutions. We must also resolve differences that may exist through dialogue, uphold our shared democratic principles, and act collectively whenever the peace and stability of our region are threatened. We have done so in the past. Our community, in the end, is like a river system. Every member state of our 16 countries is a tributary with its own history, its own identity, its own character, its own strength. When those separate currents come together, they become a powerful force that carries opportunity across borders and sustains all in its path. A tributary does not lose its identity when it joins a great river. It gains reach, depth, and power, and flows strongly. In the same way, regional integration does not diminish our sovereignty. It multiplies our collective capacity to secure the well-being of the people of Southern Africa. Our community must therefore become more than the sum of its member states. It must have the institutional strength, the authority, and resources to advance our common interests and realize our shared vision. I would like to see this summit to be remembered, not merely for the declarations that we will adopt, but for the decisions that we implement. Let this summit in Durban, the city in which the African Union was launched, become the place where SADC renewed its determination to build a truly integrated regional economy. And we must turn our borders into bridges, and we must turn our resources into industries, and we must turn our youthful population into a powerful democratic dividend that will benefit all the peoples of Southern Africa. And we must turn this solidarity that has been so strong over the years into a shared prosperity. And this summit must therefore inspire a new era of regional integration that delivers dignity, opportunity, and the hope of every citizen of Southern Africa. Let this summit affirm our commitment to peace, security, and democracy. We should emerge from this summit stronger, with resolve to build diversified industries and resilient economies. And so, in the end, we must move forward as SADC and implement the SADC Vision 2050, which is about a peaceful, inclusive, competitive, and prosperous region in which no country and no person is left behind. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to declare the 46th Ordinary Summit of Heads of State and Government of the Southern African Development Community officially opened. And I thank you.